Hello, I'm the HBY and this is my Grand Theft Auto social experiment. Now I've been playing this game for a couple of months now. It's pretty awesome. But within the game you are rewarded for acts of violence and general nastiness. That is part and parcel of the game. Especially in free mode when you're not doing missions. I'm talking about the online obviously. So I decided to set up an experiment and to see what would happen if you gave random people a kind of act of kindness and see what their reactions were. So basically I invite everyone in the session to my apartment, and the first one that turns up, like this guy, we head down to my garage. Now I'll just state that I'm not using a mic during the gameplay, so everything is kind of sort of telepathic. Or say telepathic. I get in the car, the only supercar I've got, the Infernus. Well, I do change cars in a little bit. And this is basically what I set up. I get in the car, I drive out because I'm the only one that can, but once I'm out the garage, the person, I've set it so anyone can drive my custom cars. So I get out the car, so the other person gets in and I see what their reaction is to being essentially handed a supercar. So we start off with this guy. So he lets me get in the car, we rip around for a little bit and we end up driving back to his apartment. There are lots of different apartments, places you can buy within the game. He gets out, but then invites me to his garage. So I go and take a little tour around his garage. Not entirely sure what he's doing here, whether it's just showing off, because his garage, quite frankly, puts mine to shame. Full of incredibly nice, pimped out supercars, etc. So I sort of have a little look around because I haven't really even seen some of these cars close up. But we go over to, I think, arguably the most expensive one, the Bugatti like rip-off. He then gets in it. He's set his parameters so that anyone can drive his cars as well. We drive out. He then gets out of his car, his supercar, goes and gets back into mine and essentially returns the favour, gives me his supercar, his £1 million supercar, $1 million supercar, and we just kind of rip around for a little bit. It was quite a pleasant surprise. It wasn't what I was expecting the first time this happened. But anyway, that is just one example. You give a bit of kindness within this game and it gets rewarded. I get to drive this this great car that I've only ever drove in other races, and so on. So we're on to the next one, and within this game you can quite easily just kill people, but it doesn't serve much purpose. You don't get much rep points for it. You don't hardly get any money for it. You have to run over the corpse if they've left any money, and they always tell you to bank your money every time you've got more than £5 grand. We're doing a little bit of to and froing here. So in the end, when you do shoot someone, you're already down a little bit because you end up having to get more ammo, which costs money. So we've done a little bit of to and froing. He's not been sure about this random act of kindness, so he's walked around, but finally he's got in the driver's seat. No words are being exchanged here. I get in, he stops. I'm thinking, what's he going to do? And he sends me a friend request straight off the bat. I thought that was quite sweet. Back to the experiment. Again, I get the Infernus out, stop and get out, offer the guy the car, essentially. What does he do? Rewards my kindness by murdering me with a submachine gun. Then gets in the car and rips away. But I've got the power to stop people from stealing my car by my inventory. So down the road, he's trying to smash my car up. I end up sniping him from a distance as a little bit of payback. So my good work was not rewarded there. The guy shot me and run off. Again, same thing, stop, get out, what they're going to do. No words are being exchanged. I go to get in the the passenger side. Again, I scooch over because he hasn't got round there in time. I open the door for him. There you go, buddy. Here's my car. he's just kind of zoning out. So I'm not sure what to do here. I go to walk round in the passenger side, and he decides to pistol whip me and kill me. He doesn't even nick the car, just runs off into the night with his monkey mask on. So next time I invite a random guy down to the garage. The Infernus has been trashed. I'm in the Banshee. I'm bibbing the horn, get in. He decides to try and steal the car by pulling it out, but it glitches out because you're not allowed in the garage to steal a car. So he basically gets in the car and it glitches out, and I still decide I want him to get in the car, and he tries to steal the car within the garage, and the game will not let him. So I give him the universal rock sign. I give him another opportunity, though there is someone else over there to keep doing this experiment. So I get in the random Pimpmobile, bib the horn, giving him another chance. Come on, get in. Although I'm pretty sure he would steal it straight out the bat. He decides to leave or teleport. I'm not entirely sure. On to the next. Now I'm in this car because my other two have been trashed and I hadn't got them back from the insurance. The GT Rapid. Let this guy drive. Oh. He's just completely stolen it. My random act of kindness has been rewarded with Grand Theft Auto. I guess the clue is in the title. So again, I stop him from driving down the road. But anyway, another example. This guy. I get in the Banshee. I stop. I get out. Here, buddy. Have a free car. Does he drive off like the other guy? No, he waits. We get in, and he takes us on a little bit of a drive, pulling the back end out, some good fun, and then he ends up stopping in a little while to do a bank job. So actually ends up, not a bank job, rob a convenience store. He ends up trying to do missions like. He would be the getaway driver, I would rob the convenience store, we'd make some money. I'm thinking, oh, this is great. My random act of kindness, I've met a fellow person to do some missions with, but unfortunately, just as we're about to do the robbery, the internet bombs out. Such is life. Thanks, Sony. So, on to the next, the Infernus. Again, I've got this back from insurance. I get out. What's going to happen this time? The guy's got in the other side. I stop. He lets me in, he doesn't drive off. This is good. Kindness being rewarded with kindness. What does he do? He's unsure, he's not sure what he wants me to do. Again, there's no dialogue. I've just got in the car. It's quite random for people to do this. He's not entirely sure what to do, he just starts doing donuts and stuff, and he doesn't, like the last guy, go and try and do a mission or anything. He kind of rips it around a little bit, reverses, wastes a bit of time. Like I said, he's about to do a donut. But during this guy, another random character walks up to where we are, and instead of shooting us, he sort of pulls me out the car, which he could quite easily shoot. Well, I get out the car, and he just randomly gets in. And so I'm thinking, oh, they've just stole my car, and they're gonna drive off. But I'm like, do you know what? Have the car. You haven't drove off, have it. Go for it. So I'm like, how are they going to react to me just giving them a car? Well, he's not quite sure what to do. The driver, he ends up bibbing the horn. He wants me to get in, but I can't get in because there's only two people. It's a two-person car and there's two random people in my car. So, again, he waits for me. I'm like, nah, don't worry about it, bro. Go for it. You and him have some fun. Just be back by bedtime and park it straight. And they're like, okay, see you later. And rip off. Now this one, I get the GT Rapid out again. Take the roof down. I open the door. The other guy gets in the other side. What's he going to do? He waits for me. That's good. Random kindness. It's been paid forward. So this guy ends up sort of ripping around for a little bit, trashing it a little bit, We have some good fun, but then my random act of kindness has been rewarded somewhat. He drove me to the Los Santos Customs so I can get my car fixed, which is awfully nice of him, although I have to pay. I drive in, get the car fixed, and then he just runs off. Right, on to the last, and this time it's a woman's followed me down to the garage. I presume it's a woman player because the avatar is a woman. 9 times out of 10 I would think you would make the avatar in your own image. So we get in the Rapid GT and I do what I always do, take the roof off, but the weather outside, which I couldn't tell before, is chucking it down. It is super wet. So I do the same thing, I get out, she scooches over to the driver's side, I get in the passenger side. What's the first thing she's going to do? Oh yeah, you guessed it. She drives forward 10 yards, stops and puts the roof back up. For no reason. You don't lose money, your character doesn't suffer. I must presume this is just a woman thing where she doesn't want to get her hairdo wet. So she ends up not ripping it about specifically, driving which sensibly within the game. She could be going a lot faster here. She's stopping at crossroads, going at a sensible rate. I don't want to make any stereotypes about women drivers, but I thought that was quite funny. So, what was the point of this experiment? I'm not sure. I thought in this game where bad stuff is rewarded, there's a lot of horrible things happen, I thought it'd be nice to just be randomly nice and see what people would do. Like these guys, I get in, they sort of screw around quite a lot, try and get me out, try and nick my motor. So I'm thinking, okay, the point of this experiment is you can be nice within Grand Theft Auto, and some people will be nice back. But it's so much more fun probably to just be horrible. So I've got these 3 guys in the car, I run over some randoms on the way out, I trash my own motor. I'm basically trying to kill the 3 guys who are in the car. 2 of them clock what I'm doing and jump off this crazy ride. Another one jumps out here, and the last one decides to stay in. He's not sure what I'm up to, but I'm pretty sure what I want to do. I want to drown and kill everyone and be nasty. Anyway, I've been the HBY, and I hope this has been fairly interesting. So, peace out.